Hello, people. It's your boy Usmaan back again with another match preview. Manchester United against Newcastle United. You love to see it. The biggest game of the weekend. Everyone's tuning in for this one. Listen, as always, make sure you get your comments and drop a like. I believe we're at 33 off 1K. So if you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe to the channel. But without further ado, let me introduce you to the panel. First and foremost, got the homie. Listen, man's always here. Man's always smiling, bringing the positive vibes. Come on, Jerry. Yes, bro. What you saying?
Every time your energy, like, when will it ever be just down here? Like, I don't know how you do it every time.
This is the only time I'm positive because when I'm watching the game,
that's what I'm saying.
There's no positivity when I'm watching the actual game.
The team, bro,
the game, you know, happiness.
The team we support. I don't know how you get this energy, man. This is weird. But yeah.
Well, we've got two Newcastle fans here. I'm sure they'll be able to talk to us regarding certain agendas. But listen, let's introduce our two guests from the rival side. We got the lovely Kendall and we got the award-winning. I seen the tweet. Award-winning. Man should address me as award-winning. Clinton, what you guys do? What you saying, man?
I'm good. Where are you getting this energy from? Seriously, bro.
Listen, man's happy it's Friday, man. You got to enjoy life, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
You're happy because you're playing Newcastle. That's the reason why, isn't it?
Listen, honestly, God, we're gonna get into it, but our team is basically a flick of a coin. You don't know what's gonna turn up. You know, we've lost to West Brom and Sheffield United, basically. So it is what it is. You know, you gotta just enjoy it because we're shocking as well. But yeah, how you guys doing, man? You guys good?
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Yes, you love to see it. But listen, as always, get your comments in. Get your questions in. If you've got any questions, don't worry. We're going to discuss why Wilson's better than Martial. I know you all want to hear about that. But before we get into that, I kind of want to get everyone's general consensus going into the game. We'll start with the Newcastle fans first and foremost. Kendall, we'll start with you. Obviously, I've had a quick look at your form. Obviously, it's not the best. But, Man United, you're kind of doing well against us of late. Let's be real. I know we beat you to be honest, when we beat you, it was the last 10 minutes of the game, so it could have went either way. But what are your thoughts going into the game?
I'm dreading it. I mean, that's all I'm going to say. Like, I'm literally dreading it. I was dreading this run of fixtures anyway, to be fair. Like, after, obviously, Southampton, we had Chelsea, you guys, Wolves next. Then we've got West Brom and Aston Villa. So I was really concerned about that anyway. But obviously, you guys, are you still second in the league? So, it's really not good looking. It's really not good for us at the moment. Especially like we're 17th as well. So we really, really need to be picking up points, and I just don't see where we're going to pull them from at all. At this point. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to it at all. Absolutely, I'm dreading it if I'm honest.
Yeah, no, to be fair, look, I can understand why you'd say that. For me personally, if I was a Newcastle fan going to this game, I'd think this is like one of them games that there's literally no pressure on the players. We're second currently. For me, like, you guys are doing well against us. Every time you play against us, obviously we'll get Jerry's stars. And right now, I hate playing against Newcastle. Like, honest to God, you guys are going to...
I don't know why.
You guys are going to be surprised hearing that. The reason I hate it is because these kind of teams, like, don't disrespect you guys, but you always turn up against us. Like, you always do well. Like, you beat us 1-0 recently. And again, I know we beat you in the, like, look, I'm not going to beat you around the bush. That game that we beat you when Bruno Fernandes puts in the top corner, prior to him scoring, it was 1-1 up until the 80th minute. And then we ran away with the game. But, like, it was a tight game. Like, the whole game was tight. Shelby turns into prime Xabi Alonso. I can't stand the guy. I can't stand him.
Once every 15 games he turns into that.
Yeah, it's against Man United, that 15 games. But Jerry, we come to you, bro. You're shaking your head, so I'm assuming you don't agree with me. But
I disagree. Like, I love playing against Newcastle. Like, I think that Sean Longstaff goal was the only one where it's like, it would be his younger brother to score, and even the one we was linked with. But yeah, with Newcastle, I'm confident, man. Newcastle right now, just looking at the table, when Kendall said they were 17th, that's very alarming because they could actually go down. I never thought. I didn't even think about it. Listen.
Right?
Nah. Let's be clear. It can happen. It can happen. It's 7. It's 7.
7 now. Okay,
Fulham play before we play our next play as well. Do you know what I mean? So it can happen. It's
Fulham look good right now. I like the way they're playing. So yeah, man, I like playing Newcastle, man. Obviously, they're a big club and whatnot. still got a little soft spot for them when Shearer didn't decide to join us. But yeah, apart from that,
Jerry,
no, I can't, man. I can't.
Coming to you still.
I know, but you made such a bad place.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Let it go, Jerry, man. It's been a
Nah,
long
man.
time, man. It's been like 20 plus years, man. It's so
Literally, it's been as old as me. I'm 25, so it's been as old as that. I'm not. I'm 26 now. Oh my god, I was 26 2 weeks ago.
Oh God, you love to see it. Listen, Shearer aside, I've not got a great look. Newcastle for me have always been a big team. Look, the fact that you're even saying that you might go down, I don't want to see Newcastle go down. I'm not gonna lie, because obviously they deserve to be in the Premier League. But in terms of coming into this game content, it's quite evident Kendall's not confident. Do you echo that sentiment, or do you have a different perspective, which is what I said? You've got nothing to lose in this game. You're not expected to realistically get anything from it.
It's both, isn't it? Like, listen, me and Kendall have been supporting Newcastle for a long while, so we know what we're up against.
Yeah.
And if you've seen our manager, I mean, you know him.
Legend.
What a legend.
Your club. Not our club.
Man United agent. He's a Man United agent. I'm telling you.
No player, manager, coach, whatever has come from Manchester United to Newcastle has never played well for us. Back in the day when we got Nicky Butt from you and all them people there.
He was all right.
Alan Smith, Nicky Butt, Gabriel Obertan.
Obertan was the quality, though.
All of them never been good. So again, Steve Bruce is in the same bowl and all the rest of it now. For me, we've never played well against you. We still replay the 5-0 victory against you. And that was how long ago? So again, that goes to show how long ago we've actually beaten you guys. I think the other one more current to that is when we won 3-0. Kabay scoring that beauty of a free kick.
Is that when Phil Jones scored an own goal?
Bro, they're bullies.
That's no boy.
Is that the Papa season Denver Bowl when they bullied us up front? Bullied us that game, bro. I still got nightmares from that one. But
I don't think we've bullied your team since, to be honest.
Yeah, but to be fair, you've been a bit harsh on Overton. He remind me of Lauren Robert, to be honest. But he's
but stop doing that, man.
You talk bad about my Lauren Robert.
Oh God, that Newcastle team was world class though. What a team, man! You'll get back there. Don't worry. You just need to get rid of Bruce. I do agree with you. But in terms of the fact, no, actually, let's just talk about manager because everyone's asking anyways. Listen, Kendall, I know you want him out. You've gone on Sky Sports. You said you want him out. Very passionately respect it. You stuck to your guns. But who would you want? Because I've got someone that I think would be perfect for you. But I'm interested.
I'm going to give us some bum manager. I know you're going to try and give us some.
No. Don't worry.
He's going to say Ollie.
I'm not going to do you over, man.
I know, right?
Ollie would be good for you now. Ollie. A Lampard, maybe. But now, I think personally, look, I'm just going to throw this out. You're probably not going to agree, but I think Eddie Howe, genuinely, I'm not even taking the piss. I think because Newcastle, for me, growing up, as we were similar age, I'm 29. So growing up, they always play good football. They play with wide players as well. Similar to us in a sense, in terms of what they used to do as an identity. But Eddie Howe plays good football. Granted, defensively, he's a bit suspect. I'm not going to lie. But let's be real, your defenders ain't brilliant. So you might as well go for it. You got a good attacking players there, man. You got to just allow them to actually play some football. But, Kendall, for you, who would you go for if you had a chance?
See, Eddie Howe will be a realistic option to me because I don't think really a lot of other options are realistic under Mike Ashley. So, and I don't want Mark Hughes or friggin' Nigel Pearson or something oh God, just same old. So Eddie Howe's an alright option for me. Obviously, we've got a couple of Bournemouth players there who he's worked with in the past. That could be a good thing. Obviously, Rafa's still out of a job. He's never going to come back under Mike Ashley. But if he did, I'd probably just cry. And you will not see me for 2 weeks because I'll just be on the sesh. If he never came back, not that I would. But so yeah, I agree with Eddie Howe. I think that's probably a realistic, viable option. Failing, anyone else coming under Mike Ashley because I just can't see it. I mean, Steve Bruce was 12th choice manager, and at the time when he came, and he actually approached the club for the job. So, his representatives did. So, I can't even imagine who we would have ended up with if we hadn't gone for him.
Wow, it could have been worse. it can always be worse, you know, 'cause the grass ain't always greener. But
Could be much worse, though, really. We could have had Big Sam, like, to be fair, back, but
Big Sam potentially might have done better, to be fair, you know. At least you might have offered something going forward. But, Kenton, what do you reckon? Who would you have gone for? And obviously, I have to ask, you know, what is the issue with Steve Bruce? It's quite evident what it is, you know, if you watch football. But, you know, from your perspective, who would you go for? And what is the problem at Newcastle at the moment?
So, before Bruce came in, I wanted Bielsa. And I know Leeds fans are probably going to hate me, but I wanted Bielsa. Similar to kind of Rafa in the way he sets up. Again, if you see what Leeds are doing now, you wouldn't believe that they've just come up from the come up to the Premier League. Eddie Howe's not a bad shout. Again, like Kendall said, we've got so many flipping Bournemouth boys. It's like getting the band back together. But again, for me, just get Rafa back, man. Mike's just got to eat humble pie. He's just got to say, look, I messed up. I did wrong. Sorry. Here's the bag. And Rafa sort out all this mess. Because before, when Rafa was there, we weren't calling for Mike Ashley's name that much. Do you know what I mean? Mike Ashley could do what he wanted to do, buy half the high street if he wanted to, and we were just with our Rafa in charge, and he brought us good memories. The form was okay. The form was better than this. But again, the play wasn't easy on the eye, but at the same time, the grass ain't always green on the other side. I mean, look who we've got in charge now, some Wally. Like the fact that he's getting called cabbage head every single week, it just goes to show, innit? Like he's had an estate agent slash a solicitor come in and do his job for him, innit, for Graham Jones, and like he's had the 2 week bounce, if you like, assistant manager bounce, done well. Steve Bruce looks like he's taken back charge of the reins, and look, now we're getting beaten back again. So for me, I don't know, like 17th is all we can aim for. And imagine that, big Newcastle. Where else are we going from here? Really?
That's the objection, though. That's the objection. It's not even what we think. It's the objection of the club, like, and Mike Ashley and everyone else. Like, that's just to stay safe, race to safety, like race to 40 points, which is what I always say. That's what it is. Obviously, this year it'll be, I think the points tally will be lower for safety. But that's what it is. It's literally the race to safety every single year. It's never, okay, we've come 15th this year, let's try for 12th next year. Let's, you know, like, and then the year after that, try for 10th. The year after that, try for 8th. It's never that. It's always, I think the last 3 seasons, we finished on 44 points, 45 points, and 44 points. So, like, where is the progression?
That's like, the thing, you're always there and thereabouts.
Yeah, and Steve Bruce has spent £100 million to be 17th.
That's the wildest thing as well. Look how much money Bruce has spent since he's been here. ASM, he's brought in that fraud Linton, he's brought in as well. Like, look how much money he spent.
Fake Brazilian, man. Fake Brazilian.
Is he Brazilian?
Rafa's working on
him and Fred are boys.
There's bare fake Brazilians in the Premier League now. Fakeness. People just think, like, you know, I'll just say I'm Brazilian, then like people think I'm good. I think that's like what it is now. But I'm seeing it. I'm seeing you fraudulent. You're not Brazilian. You're a liar. You're lying.
Show me the passport. Show me the passport.
Yes.
Oh shit! Listen, it's interesting you said Rafa, right? Someone has Johnny asked, would you take Lampard? I got a feeling I know your answer anyways, which is gonna be no. Because honestly, that guy's a fraud in my opinion, but that's just me. But in terms of Rafa Benitez, Jerry, right? Yeah. Why would he go back? Jerry, I'm gonna ask you.
You know what? Yeah,
Jerry. Before you start, because otherwise, me and Kendall are gonna come for you.
No, because I want to ask you first, yeah, because I can't remember what. Why did he get sacked, or did he walk? What was
the contract wasn't extended?
Okay. Yeah, he ain't coming back.
He ain't coming back. Yeah, Jerry, man, come on.
Rafa Benitez, nah.
You know what? Let's just say he comes back in it, because I know you both want him back. Obviously, Ken, I've seen your beautiful Jackson 5 impression. Fantastic. What is your actual expectation? Because you just said to me you finished in third. Sorry, you finished with 44 points 3 seasons in a row, roughly. And look, I said this to my mate that, you know, on West Ham Fan TV Lotus, I don't know if you guys know him, but I said to him at the start of this season, West Ham, whatever you say about West Ham as a club, the players that they've got at their disposal, they should be in the top 10. I don't care what they've done in the last season, they should be top 10. And a lot of people were saying, no, you know, they're going to be in and around relegation, etc. And again, I'm not saying Newcastle should be up there just because of the stage, but
no. Listen,
no, I think you have.
On paper, we should.
Look at our midfield.
No,
ASM, Almiron, Fraser. Nah, because you got me hot. West Ham. Listen, I speak Lawless all the time, And I agree with him now, like, oh, you're a top 4 club now. Look at you. And if you look at our midfield, that's what I said. He spent money. ASM, Miguel Almiron. Easy could walk into any of those teams there. Them two alone. Ryan Fraser, Callum Wilson, 20 mil, bro. Come on. John Joe Shelby, as you said, sometimes want to turn into...
Oh, no, bun him, man. No. That's where I draw the line.
But even you brought in Joe Willock as well. Look at that midfield. Look at that midfield. And we're 17th. 17th.
Now, obviously, I personally think top 12 for me. Like, look, again, I know that's at the moment, obviously, you need more additions, obviously, the manager aside. I'm going to ask you, what are your expectations as Newcastle fans? Let's take the fact that you're away from the fact that you're 17. If you're looking at your squad on paper, as you've said, Kendall, what's your genuine expectations of that team?
I would have, between 10th and 12th for me would have been realistic with the squad that we have.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
But the problem is we're resigned to the fact that it's not like that, though. We're resigned to the fact that it's just battling, getting, as I said, race to 40 points every year. That's what it is. We're resigned to that. So our expectations aren't like other people's, because, like Everton, for example, they would have said, top 8 this year, that's what we're really, really going for. It's probably going to be, a race to top 6 for them now. But for us, we're just like, well, we're probably going to be 13, so that's all right. And then this year, it's not like that. We've spent £100 million. We've got these players. We've got St. Maximin. We've got Almiron. We've got Wilson. We've got Jamal Lewis, who was a really, really good young talent. Because I feel like under this management and this system, he's just regressed. Yeah. Ruined like always. And we've got I think personally we've got probably one of the best balance of number 1 and number 2 goalkeepers in the league. Because normally people only have one decent number 1 and then the number 2 is kind of nowhere near. But apart from probably Man United, obviously, and De Gea's not really having a great season, I think we've probably got the best balance number 1 and number 2s. There's no reason at all why that squad should be where they are. Not one valid reason as to why they should be where they are. And the only reason they are where they are is the management. That's where it comes to. The coaching, the management, the tactics, and that's the problem. That's why we're so bruised out, because we know that this squad can be better than they are. Look, Rafa got 10th with a newly promoted squad with barely any money spent. He bought players like Fabian Schär, Martin Dubravka for 4 million each. 4 million in this day and age. League One players are going for 4 million. Do you know what I mean? It's just insane. It really is just frustrating and just mad, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I completely echo that sentiment. Jerry, let's bring you in. She spoke about the manager there. You know what I'm going to go at. You know how I'm going to segue this. She said tactics. How are you going to start on that? Talk to me, that game against West Brom. Lord have mercy on my soul. This game here looks like McTominay's out as well. So means Fred and Matic are most likely to start. So I'm just going to put that in there before we go into this. So Fred and Matic, midfielder, just basically Bruno FC, hope for the best in it. But, what are your thoughts, Jerry, from our perspective going into this one? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has also been criticised as a manager. What are your thoughts in terms of tactically? What do you want to see?
Well, first of all, I'm Ollie out, just so you lot know. But I don't think... I think he gets criticised a bit too much. I think some of these players get away with murder. Like you said, Usmaan, the last game, Rashford missing them chances. Was that Ollie's fault? No. Rashford should have buried those chances. So I think the players is hand in hand for me. Ollie, of course, everyone knows he's not a good manager, but some of these players are just getting away with murder. They're not accountable for their actions. And with this game, Newcastle obviously going to sit back, which scares me. It's at Old Trafford, which scares me because our home record this season has just been shocking. I feel like it's going to be like a replica of the West Brom game. Them just sitting back.
I'm honest,
because we won't score, so it won't be.
Is Andy Carroll fit? Is Andy Carroll fit for this game?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, it's the fine fit for Andy Carroll.
you can start.
Andy Carroll is injured for Aguero. Do you know what I mean? That's Andy Carroll's level of fitness.
Andy Carroll is gonna kill us this game. Oh god,
he's not even gonna play, bro. Listen, we play.
If he comes on for 10 minutes and we're 1-0 up, I'm gonna be shitting it. That's all I'm saying. Because we can't defend the second to save our lives.
Hey, listen.
I'd like to see Carl against Lindelof. Like, to be fair.
What team do you think you're playing? Like Newcastle?
I know. Give us credit, man. Come on, man. Give us a bit of credit.
Did you see that? Did you see that guy?
You better play Shearer, Ferdinand, Demba Bar, Cecil.
Bro,
who we got up right now?
Joe Linton.
Joe Linton.
37-year-old Demba Bar violated us. Literally cooked like.
Yeah, like 8 years ago, and we have just declined.
We're not in the Champions League because Demba Bar violated us. That's literally why he scored past us.
Yeah, but you're not playing him. You're playing Fraud Linton, fake Brazilian.
Yeah, but that West Brom Digne looked like flipping prime Hasselbank or something. The way he was.
No, who else you're playing against? Jeff Hendrick, aka Bruce's secondary son, bro. Like you're playing against him in midfield.
Oh shit!
Watch Hendrick.
Yeah.
No.
Any decent delivery in the box, I'm telling you, might have a chance. But listen, Clinton, what are your thoughts from a rival perspective, looking into Man United? Obviously, you guys clearly don't rate your manager. What are your thoughts about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Because he gets a lot of stick from Man United fans. As Jerry said, he doesn't want him to stay. I've got to be honest, I'm on the same boat. So what are your thoughts from outside? Are we being too harsh? Are we being too ungrateful? What are your thoughts?
Of course you are, man. Listen, you've been treated to caviar all your life. You've had Fergie time. Do you know what I mean? 20-odd years of Fergie. And then Solskjaer comes in after the fifth time of asking? And that's why you're used to that. We're used to 1 year of Rafa, a couple of years of Keegan, if we're around for that. Bobby Robson, that's it. And then a load of shite managers in between. So again, that's the reason why we're at levels there. Your expectations up there through the roof. So of course we're going to be thinking this. But you guys have spent a pretty penny, man. Bruno Fernandes cost a bit, didn't he? All them people.
He was actually one of the cheaper players we bought, to be fair.
Really? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like 80 million for Harry Maguire.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
Bruno
was Joe Linton. That's all I'm going to say. You could have got Bruno over Joe Linton. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, well, guess what? Bruno was the player that Rafa was tracking for over 2 years.
Oh, shit.
27 million, they were asking. 27 million, my gosh, you wouldn't pay it.
Wow. I've got no comments on that.
We got them stories for days. Listen, we got them stories for days. If you want to go through Newcastle history, the players that we could have signed, Luka Modric. Before he
I knew that's what you were going to say.
Yeah, of course. Luka Modric to Tottenham. Apparently, Dennis Wise said he's too small or he's too flimsy. What does he do?
Dennis Wise said that.
Madrid.
Exactly, Dennis Wise, like a dwarf.
No audacity.
Dennis Wise is like 5'5".
Oh gosh.
Man's like 5'5" himself. Oh my god, absolute cheek of it. But Kendall, what do you reckon? I know obviously you go on Football Terrace a lot. You're very opinionated on the matter. What are your thoughts on the whole sort of Man United situation? We're in second. It's quite evident Man City won the league. No 21 and 21 before you guys get down there. I know someone's gonna say it. But what are your thoughts like? Do you think myself, Jerry, spoiled, or do you think we've got a right to be a bit frustrated with the current situation?
Spoiled brats. That is what you all are. Spoiled brats. No, seriously, like Ollie gets so much disrespect, like PE teacher. Like, come on, guys. Like, how's a PE teacher second in the league? Like, are you for real? Like,
double P, man.
Double P, them ones.
I've said on several occasions on the terrace that I've asked Man United fans, I said, even if Ollie won the league, I feel like some of you would still be Ollie out. And several people have agreed and said, yep, we would be. And I'm like, why? Like, the reason is it's an entitlement issue. So certain clubs have this thing where they think that because they are who they are, that Ollie's not like a big enough name to manager. I mean, it could be like, it doesn't matter whether he's big enough or not. If he does the job, then fair enough. Because I guarantee at the beginning of the season, you guys wouldn't have expected second. No way. You would have you would have settled for fourth or fifth, I believe, at the beginning of the season.
All facts.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Well, I said top four. I didn't really care.
Yeah.
Because we got top four in the trophy.
So I just think that's mad disrespect. And Bruno Fernandes, what a signing! Look, I don't think anyone's denying that. Like, he's brought players on, like Pogba, for example. I mean, like, even Matt Ketchup, as I call him, Matt Tominay. He's even like stepping up and looking really, really decent.
McTominay looks like a Newcastle player. Did you know what I mean?
He does. He actually does.
I can imagine
I don't if that's an insult or a compliment.
He's close to home in Scotland.
When they try and always put people for us in it, like, he's you, but it's
Brandon Williams was one.
always.
Oh,
Yo,
You know what?
he's a good player.
In it.
Lingard.
We don't want no more Castro.
Nursing home. That's what we are. We're just the nursing home for
You
the
should have
people's
taken
cast.
Jay Ling. You should have taken Jay Ling.
Well, yeah, he was the top target, but he didn't want to come.
Oh, that's peak. That's peak. You would have been lighting you up with the dance floor on St. James. But listen, I hear what you're saying. I'm going to pass it to Jerry first.
Yo.
And then, all we spoiled, Jerry. Do you agree with
Yeah, you know what?
Don't bottle it, Jerry.
No, I'm not boiling. I'm not.
You're real close, right?
No. But listen, I have sleepless nights. Like how we're gonna get back to the top. Like, but Oli, everyone knows he's not.
Oh,
Wow.
No, but let's be real. Let's be real. Oli.
Oh god.
He's done.
He's
He's actually.
a sports car, Jerry. We're crying.
Yeah,
sports
but
car. These ones are in a mini now, and they're sat like these mother lovers. At least you got a Ferrari, you prick.
It's true though. But it's true because let's be real. Oli, when you think about at the start of the season, what he's doing now, he's overachieving, and we're still like slating him every time. Like I get it, he's not a great coach, but for us, the target was to close the gap on Liverpool. We've passed them. We're second in the league. We're in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Europa League. Obviously, the Champions League was a huge. Yeah, I thought that was a sackable offense when we exited the Champions League, but obviously Europa League. We're still in that. Like, what more did we really think was going to win the league? Like, let's be real.
All of those competitions we watch on TV every year.
Oh,
You don't even think we can come to them. Like, we just think they're just shows. Do you know what I'm saying? You're in all of them competitions and you're still crying. Man, get this guy a Kleenex or something, man. Stop crying.
I'm not crying. No, but we have to be real. We have to be real.
Wait, listen, no. Jerry, go through public pain. Go and watch your team play against Preston in the Championship, yeah? That was only 2 years ago. That didn't feel too long ago. You've been playing against all of these.
Watch our team play against Nottingham Forest. Matt Ritchie gets a penalty, he takes a penalty, and then the goalkeeper gets a goal kick.
Tell him to go watch against Burton Albion. Why me? I went to see my team play against Burton Albion.
Yo, Clint, at least you won the league title, man. Come on, man. It's been
in the Championship, man.
Nah, listen, you guys want to listen to what I'm saying.
That was probably the best moment of the last 10 years of me supporting Newcastle lifting that Championship trophy. I'm not even joking. That was the last time I enjoyed football.
Imagine all the young bucks, like under 20, thinking that's us, innit? Going between Championship, Premier League, and that's the biggest thing that we could show. Winning the Championship, whereas you guys are talking about, I don't think we're gonna finish second. Oh, poor me.
No, bro, are you not listening to what I'm saying? I'm actually trying to back Oli here.
Don't hold back.
No, I'm not holding back. We have to be real. We have to be real. I'm not crying. I'm being real. Like, sometimes I think, how will we ever get back to the top with this board, the owners, the manager?
But where's the top? Second is the top, no. Top four is the top, no?
I mean, where we was champions. Like,
we need to win the league. We need to win the league.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. But
where was the last time you won the league, genuinely?
Exactly.
2013. But with Oli, yeah.
Last time we won the league, Kendall and me together, age-wise, we're not even born. Know that. But stop crying, Jerry.
I don't even think that my dad was born.
This show is sponsored by Kleenex. Jeremy, stop
crying. No. Listen, obviously you guys got your struggles. We have ours. To see Liverpool. No. I don't care.
We got vocabulary out of here.
No. With Liverpool, yeah, and Man City dominate the league, yeah. Do you know it breaks my heart to see our biggest rivals just passing us by. So obviously,
luckily to it again.
I'll cry. I don't care. But
man. Stick to guns, but stick to guns, bro.
I always stick to my guys, man. As much as we don't rate Oli, he's second in the league, and let's just see to the end of the season. Obviously, long term, I don't think he'll ever win us the Prem or the Champions League, but he's actually doing a good job from when he first took over from the Jose era. Obviously, the Tottenham fans are experiencing that now. And yeah, Oli's actually steadied the ship, and yeah, let's see to the end of the season. But he's actually doing an all right job.
Imagine these guys, yeah, they thought Jose was bad, but Jose walked away with trophies. Imagine that being bad. That's a bad season.
That's what I want. I want that to be bad. I want one trophy to be bad.
Jose won you trophies, yeah. Oli isn't winning nothing. Moise ain't winning nothing. But that's bad. That's a bad season for you. Get out of here, man. You're privileged, man. Talk about United.
Yeah. Listen.
Jose as a manager, I would love Jose at the club. I mean, he's even called himself a little magpie. So you know, Jose, come home. You know,
I can't
I
believe
don't care if it's not home.
You're Man United privilege, man. You know, you're
Yeah.
like,
Hey, shut up.
crying, man. Oh my God, we finished second. We won a trophy.
I can't believe this. I cannot believe this.
3 years ago, you won 3 trophies. Oh no, we don't class 3. No, you only did 2.
Yeah,
Get out.
we got
See how far my hairline's receding? This is Newcastle.
We've only got
mate.
two into this, not enough. We need to be in that Ferrari.
We need the big trophies with the big A's. That's what we want.
That's right. But listen, Pep's got that lock, man. Pep's got that on lock. So again, you're not getting it from Pep.
Exactly.
Settle down.
We're there you go. That's the issue.
Look,
If you guys win Europa, will you be happy?
Yeah, I would.
It's a trophy, of course.
Yeah, I would. It's not
You
that.
just
I just want the trophy.
Honestly.
no.
That's right. They're trying to hold humble thing.
We're not going to win the league. Look, I've said it since day one. If Oli gets top 4, wins the FA Cup, well, I said Champions League, obviously. But if we win the FA Cup, even the Carabao Cup, obviously we can't now, or in this case, Europa League, I'll take that. Like, at the end of the day, we've got to take small steps. You know, we can't go from where we've been, 36 points behind Liverpool, to winning the league. Look, I'm happy this season because Liverpool are below us, so that's what I'm going to say. Look, there's no team I hate more than Liverpool. So, you know, Ollie's done well. He's overtaken them. Obviously, it's like you lot on Sunderland, obviously, you know, Middlesbrough, small team, and they can't really refer to them. But the ball's shocking anyways. But yeah, it's as long as you're above them guys, you've always got a bit of happiness in it. So, you know what I'm saying? It's the same for us. And seeing Liverpool win the league last year, I can't explain how much that hurts me.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It
These
hurts,
Liverpool fans I've known all my life, I've never heard them speak about football. And now they want to stop texting me every other week. Oh, but how many miles have you won?
You know what I've realised? You fans are just greedy in it. Little what they're listen.
Of course. Well, duh. Of course
you're greedy. More highlights to your life than your parents will ever do. Yeah, still not even happy enough for that. And then little ones like 1 year, that little 1 year, and they're still crying.
No, because they're piping up. They're piping up.
So Sunderland like won the FA Cup, League Cup 1 year. You say you won it 6 times, yeah, and you haven't won it in 10 years. And then Sunderland randomly win it. You were not going to sit there and think, oh, it's 1 year.
Trophy, let them have their little one.
No, you're lying.
These guys didn't win a League Cup.
I've won it 6 times. If I've done this 6 times, yeah, and I'm not doing weights, then and they've done it once, they can't chat to man.
No, but what if you're way behind them by then? You're way behind them.
If I've won it 6 times,
okay, I get you.
1 time, and I've done this, and I can show my family and all the rest of it, and they've done it 1 time. 1 time ain't nothing.
Right, they want to Champions League as well.
It would still be annoying, but it wouldn't affect my life.
It'll go over. It's a fluke. It's one of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. One season wonder. I'm on that. Don't worry, I got this. I'm on that one season wonder hype, man. I've got that agenda rolling out. But listen, let's come back to the game. Obviously, I know Clinton's got to shoot because he got on the podcast. But in terms of the game, let's come to you, Kendall, first. You know, what do you expect in terms of your lineup? What would you do? Forget what Bruce is going to do, because I know you're a fan of him. What would you do if you're in charge?
See, if I was in charge, I would do things a lot differently, but maybe hence why I'm not in charge. But I would see my preferred formation. This is the problem with everyone fit. My preferred formation is a 4-2-3-1. Everyone's not fit. We don't have Wilson. There's not really any need for a sole striker. So I guess sticking with a 4-3-3 is probably okay. My only issue with the flat back 4 is that I don't trust Kraft and Jamal Lewis as fullbacks, if you will. I don't trust them like that. I think Jamal Lewis is probably more of a wing back, and Emil Kraft is just shit. So I don't even know why he's there. But we have no one else because Mankiewicz is now out for 8 weeks, and obviously we yet didn't go to Galatasaray, which great job everyone. And that was a good.
Did he sell him? I thought he was on loan.
Fullback.
No, he's gone.
He sold him.
He's gone full time. Yeah.
Oh.
What?
And I wasn't Yedlin's biggest fan, but at the same time, in terms of recruitment, you probably let the second worst go.
Yeah.
Just Kraft, see you later. Thanks for your service. But
yeah.
Yedlin at least had pace on his side. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, they-
I knew something was going on there though anyway, because like 3 weeks before they said his work permit had run out, and so he couldn't play any games because his work permit had run out. I mean, how can you let that happen? But okay.
Only thing that passport this side has got a fit wife. That's it. And they ain't gonna benefit us in every way. That's
But yeah, I think sticking with the 4-3-3 is probably okay. But what I would do personally is, like, I don't trust Gale. I mean, I know putting him into games when he hasn't played for months and putting him back in against Chelsea it's bad, because it looks bad on him considering he never really got a touch of the ball. But again, we're playing Chelsea, do you know what I mean? We're not really expected to go and smash them 3-0 or anything like that. So I would personally play Almiron centrally and play Maximin and Fraser as the front three. That's what I would do, I think, attacking wise, because
Interesting.
That's what I would personally do, because I don't think Carroll could stay fit for 90 minutes, which then means if you put Carroll on, his likely replacement is going to be Joe Linton, which is, I'll not elaborate on that. So that's what I would do personally as a front three, because Steve Bruce has got an actual allergy with playing Fraser and Maximin together. It's really
I don't know what's going off with that. Like, it baffles me every time.
Really strange. But obviously, if I was playing a 4-2-3-1, I would have them three and then Wilson in the front. That's what I would do normally. And probably have Willock and Hayden as the two. And then this is the problem when everyone's fit and nobody's fit. Shah's obviously out to the end of the season. Mankeo's out for 8 weeks. Wilson's out for 8 weeks. So it'll probably be 4-3-3. Kraft, Lascelles, if he's fit again, I'm not sure if he will be, because he went off injured last game. And who else? Clark, and then Lewis left back, and then it'll be Willock, Shelvey, Hayden, unless Hayden fits into centre back if we haven't got any other fit centre backs, and then it'll be Almiron, St Maximin, and probably Gale or Carroll. That's probably what I'm seeing is happening. But I want Dubravka back in as well. This is what I want. This game, I want Dubravka back in this game. And if that doesn't happen, I will quite probably resign myself to the fact he's leaving in the summer.
What's wrong with Darlow, though?
Well, the past 3-4 games, he's been flappy again, the Darlow that we all know and expected before. Don't get us wrong, he's stepped up, massively stepped up. He's been vital to us the first half of the season. But the past 4 games, he's done things that I'm not happy about. And he's just been flappy, made crap decisions. He's like a long ball merchant, so he loves getting like a long ball up, and there's no point if we don't have a Carroll there, because we don't have an aerial threat like that in our front 3-4, however you're playing. So that's what I don't like. And Dubravka for me offers a lot of command and presence. Yeah, even regardless of that, even he offers a command and presence and a sort of captain-like attitude that Darlow doesn't for me. And when you have Lascelles, who isn't stepping up as captain and he isn't a leader anymore and he's not as vocal as he used to be, then you need that to organise the back line in the way that we are right now. So that's why I would put Dubravka back in, especially against this game where you're going to have shots from the halfway line with Bruno Fernandes, you're going to have Pogba driving the ball forward, you're going to have Rashford. That's helpful to us, but
we haven't got
in a sense. I mean, I know Cavani, he didn't travel to Europa League game, so he's injured as well. But Rashford loves a goal against us, so that's what I see happening.
To be fair, Rashford obviously is going to be a major threat against your fullbacks, but we haven't really got midfield, which is my main concern against the team. To be fair, if you play that front three and you park the bus and you hit us on the break, you've got something there. You could potentially at least cause us some problems on the break with that pace. St Maximum already violated this the last game. The guy was catching 3, 4, 5 bodies that to attack him. That Fred fouled him about 6 times in the first half. But honestly,
that's some teams' tactics, though. That's what they go for. They eliminate the threat. It's like a Zaha. If you eliminate that threat, you kind of have nothing going forward. That's some teams' mentalities, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Clinton, what do you reckon? Her front three obviously got a lot of pace. Do you agree with that lineup, or are you going slightly different?
It's pretty much the same. If we can manage to put I know it sounds quite obvious, but if we can manage to put all of our best players in the same team at the same time, we might actually have a chance. It baffles me even to this day that we still haven't. The fact that Jeff Pendrick still plays week in, week out, it just baffles me. The Dubravka and Darlow debate is one of those. Is up for debate, as you said, Jerry. What's Darlow done? He's done well up until now. He was pretty much out the door this time last season, but he stepped up to the plate. But I get what Kendall's saying in terms of Dubravka. Like, he is our number one for a reason. So I slot him back in. But I'm more concerned about going forward. No Callum Wilson. We need to utilise our pace, play ASM, play Miggy in the same lineup, play Fraser as well. Do you know what I mean? We've got this wealth of attacking threat, and we've just got the wrong man managing it. But again, if we can manage getting to all in the same team at the same time, plug Andy Carroll up top there just to feed off all those balls there, because I do not want to see Joe Linton in a black and white top again. Then we might stand a chance.
Wait, how much was he again?
Shout out, Jerry.
Genuinely, if I see him in a Newcastle shirt again, never is too soon. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god!
Like,
Probably end up scoring passes. Watch.
And again,
That's what I'm thinking.
Jerry, I'm gonna tell you to get them Kleenex out, boy. Don't try.
He's trash. He is so crap.
Listen, I ain't gonna say nothing about no Joe Linton, because every time I slag a player off, they actually end up doing something else.
Nah, he deserves to. He deserves to
He got an assist. I don't know what.
He's rubbish.
But, Jerry, what do you reckon? You've heard what they've got to say regarding the lineup. It's quite obvious our midfield is depleted, but in terms of the overall team, what are you going for? Obviously, 4-2-3-1.
I'll start Dean in goal. I'm ready for the passing of the torch. De Gea, for me, he's cost us too many points. Too many points for us. I like the way how Dean was commanding in the last game. He came out, he punched the ball, always shouting. You can hear it. Yeah, I'll give him this game and obviously Europa League next week. So Dean in goal, right back, Wan-Bissaka. I do not rate him, but who else can we put there? No. I'm sorry. Defensively, world class. On the ball, but did you watch the game on Thursday? Oh my days! On the ball, he is so rubbish. No, I don't care. I don't care. He is rubbish on the ball. Very, very rubbish.
Who would you rather have there though? Like,
that's what I said.
Who plays there?
There's no one else. So I'm gonna have to stick
Hey, Jerry, we'll do a swap. You can have Kraft, yeah?
Nah.
He's 21, man. Give him a chance, man.
Nah. I don't see no bait. But he used to be a winger. That's what baffles me the most. Like, I don't see not one wing attribute in his game. But
he's got more assists than half of bloody midfield, so you can't be doing.
All right, well, if you rate him on the ball, I don't know for you, but for me, he every time he gets the ball, I have no confidence on what he's gonna do.
Jerry, try playing half.
Did he score against Newcastle?
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, and then you'll be flipping getting Wan-Bissaka on the back of your next shirt. All right. Now, if you watch Emil Kraft for half an hour when the game's played, they'll be like, "Yo, Wan-Bissaka, I'm sorry, Wakanda forever."
Okay, I get that.
Wakanda forever. Let's go.
Trust me. But there's no one else, so he has to play. I think he needs a rest.
Hey, you see what Jesse put? He didn't even put Kraft.
Yeah, crap. See, crap. Crap.
He didn't even put Kraft. I like that, Jesse. I like that.
Centre backs. I think Bailly proved again why he's. I think our best centre back in the last game. He has to come in for me. I don't want to see Lindelof straight back in. But we know Oli. You know Oli's just gonna put him straight back in. Like, we know what's
just wasting your breath, man.
I know. But for me, if I was in charge, Bailly, Maguire, left back Luke Shaw, midfield, like you said about Scott, I don't know if he was.
Isn't it?
Fred and Matic. Then that's what we got left. Bruno in the 10. Rashford, my boy Rashford. You see him in the last game. I know he was onto him, but I keep telling you, as much as I get that. But he's always a threat. You even said it in the stream. He's always a threat.
He is always a threat. I love him, but he's so frustrating, man.
Well, at least he's involved. He's involved, man.
Be pissed off with a guy that's feeding your kids, bro. He's been more than Boris, bro.
You're all for feeding kids, but can you feed your teammates as well? Like, you can do both. You don't have to do one or the other.
Listen, he's the prime minister. He's pretty much running the country, and you're getting mad at him.
Listen. He needs to do more on the pitch for me. He's involved with everything, but honestly, God,
bro.
The reason why you like eating, bro. He's eating. Helping you lot.
The reason I got to do more is because of Marcus. I love you for that. Do something on pitch. But yeah, carry on.
I get. Of course, he needs to do more, but other players are doing nothing. Him and Bruno are the only two that do stuff for us. So For me, as long as he's on the pitch, I know he's going to be involved somehow.
Yeah.
So he scored in the last game as well. Great finish. So yeah, Rashford on the left, up front, Martial. Last game came on. He did okay. He held the ball right, but he needs to start scoring, man. I know he's your boy and that, but he needs to start scoring, man. So I'll give him this game.
I haven't got any boys, man.
Come on. No, say it with your chest, man. That's your guy.
Talking about, man.
Can you ever say before the stream or a Martial
Martial, but it's been shocking this season. I'm not even going to deny it.
Okay, but I'll play him. I'll play him up front this game, and on the right, I think Greenwood gets another goal. I know James played well in the last game, but if Newcastle are going to sit back and there's no space in behind, there's no point playing Dan James.
Oh,
so yeah,
Dan James is playing this game. Lord have mercy on us.
But when he said he has the X factor, he said he has the X factor.
Where the hell have I said that?
No, not you. I said Oli said that.
Right,
not you, bro.
Yeah,
but that's my team, man. Hopefully we get the win.
I'm just gonna agree with you because I don't know who else to put in. There's no changes we can make. Pogba's out, Van der Beek's out, McTominay's out, they're all injured. Obviously Cavani's injured. So to be fair, you can't complain. My issue is Clinton and Kendall. I know you guys got to shoot. Going to ask you, my problem is this is what the pattern of the game is going to be. You're going to park the bus, you're going to frustrate us for the first 20 minutes, and you're going to have opportunities on the break, especially if Fraser is actually playing with Smith Rowe then. St. Maximin, they got pace in abundance. I'm worried about that. So I reckon you stay in the game, make it frustrating for us, and then Andy Carroll's gonna flipping cause problems for every set piece that we got. But yeah, let's get your score predictions then, because obviously I know you guys are about. Kendall will come with you first and foremost. What do you reckon?
2-0 Man United.
All right, fair enough. Straight in there. Hopefully you're right, because we don't keep many clean sheets.
I hope I'm not, but I just, most of the time I am. So.
All right, fair enough. Clinton, what do you reckon?
I reckon 3-1 to you. I reckon we'll score first, piss you off, and then you'll just go on and just pretty much obliterate us. Pretty much how it worked the last time, right?
That's right. 2 games.
Yeah, exactly. we've got 6-0 in the chat. I don't know what, and we got 4-0 in the chat. So
right, calm down, boys. Calm down. You know what I'm saying?
No mercy from the people in the chat. Jenny, what do you reckon? Say with your chest. What you say?
I'm saying 3-0 United. I don't see our Newcastle score.
I couldn't hear you behind them Kleenex tissues, bro.
Oh,
3-0 United. 3-0 United.
All right, fair enough. Listen, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I think it's going to be 2-1. Like, I honestly think it's going to be one of the shittest games you can watch this weekend. 2 teams that clearly don't have to play football. They can't pass the ball to save their lives. I'll speak on behalf of us. We don't know how to play 3 passes in the attacking third without losing the ball. So it's probably going to be a really shit game of football. So if you've got nothing better to do, watch it. But if you have, then I'd suggest you watch something else. So
I'm just going to let you both know now, if we win, you might as well just deactivate your Twitters. You know that, right?
I will.
You as well, Jerry. I'm coming for you, Jerry.
I don't want to smoke.
I'm not coming to no one because I'll be like, I'm hallucinating. I'll be like, is this really happening? I'll just be like,
oh God. If Newcastle wins, there's no fan calling show tomorrow after the game. Don't worry about it. I've got an A-ball. So if we lose to you, but if we lose to you, draw to West Brom and Sheffield United.
Gosh.
So you might as well forget about it, man. We just about scraped past forward.
I can't believe Peter's putting this on the same level as Sheffield United. We're so upset about this.
It can happen, though. It can happen. I can't lie.
Oh, listen, it is what it is. Hopefully for you guys saying Newcastle stay up, but obviously, as Benji said, this is a bit of positivity in the chat, actually. Let's sack Bruce. And bring back Alan Pardew.
How's that positivity? That's just bad vibes. Stop putting bad vibes in the air, Benjamin. Like, God, like something manifesting things going on.
Eddie Howe's coming. I'm telling you now, Eddie Howe, perfect fit. But listen, I was going to say a massive thank you to our guests. It's been an absolute pleasure. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel, get your score predictions down in the comment section. As always, show love to our guests. First and foremost, Jerry, where can they find you, brother?
Yeah, handles on the screen, Jerry United _ on the Twitter and United Team Talk on the YouTube.
Yes, you love to see it. Kendall, where can the people find you?
Kendall Rowan on all socials, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. You'll see me on the terrace at 9 p.m. tonight. It's the show that I host. And just, here, there and everywhere, to be honest.
You love to see it. And last but not least, Clinton, where can the people find you?
There, you can see it right on the handle there, right there. And then obviously just follow Roots TV. I'm going to be interviewing Michael Dewberry, Chelsea legend, probably before all your times. But again, in about 10 minutes time. So make sure you follow that.
You'd love to see it. Make sure you go and show love to that. What was it? Views TV.
Roots TV, yes.
Roots.
Roots, yes. In fact, I follow you what I'm about. Roots TV, not Views. That's sense. Right,
Yeah.
Roots TV. I'm gonna drop a link as well. Obviously, when I tweet this out, make sure you go and show love to that interview because that's gonna be fire. As always, drop a like, subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with a watch along and the fan calling.
But we play on Sunday, you know. Sunday.
Oh, shit. Sorry, Sunday. Back tomorrow with a podcast. That's the one. I should have remembered. We'll be back on Sunday with a watch along. Anyways, peace. In a bit.